RedNationBlogga back with another video, guys. Team USA just dismantled, obliterated, destroyed Brazil. They just 122-87. One player for Brazil was in double figures. That was Bruno Caboclo with 30 points. USA had, 5 players in double figures. Anthony Edwards had 17. LeBron James had 12. KD had 11. Joel Embiid had 14. Anthony Davis had 13. 2 players flirted with double figures. I'm sorry. Devin Booker had 18 points, so 6 players in double figures. This is what I mean. Everybody in this basketball tournament is playing for second place. Everybody is playing for silver and playing for bronze. If you are playing for silver and you are another team like Serbia, France, like Germany, that is your goal. USA is taking gold. There isn't a team in this tournament that can beat USA. I don't care if it's single elimination. I don't care if you get hot from 3. You cannot, you don't have the tools. You don't have the goods. You don't have it. Like I said in the original video, if you got the guard play, you don't have the wing and the big play. If you have the wing play, you don't have the guard and the big play. And if you have the big play, you don't have the guard and the wing play. You just don't. It's nothing that you can do. We are bringing Kevin Durant off the bench, Anthony Davis off the bench, Bam Adebayo off the bench, Anthony Edwards off the bench, Jason Tatum off the bench. Tyrese Halliburton didn't check in until the 8-minute mark of the game, the fourth quarter. Tyrese Halliburton, All-NBA, didn't check in. One of the 15 best players based on All-NBA, one of the 15 best players in the league last year, didn't check into the game until there was 8 minutes left. That's the type of talent that you are dealing with on this USA team. Kawhi Leonard dropped out. Jaylen Brown did not make the team. Kyrie Irving did not make the team. There are a bunch of other Americans that I can name that are worthy that did not make this team. And guys, for the life of me, there are so many people that want USA to prove that they are the world's best team because of some dumb stuff that Noah Lau said. It doesn't make sense. This team is winning gold. They're winning gold. Go to your local bank, take out all of your money, put it on USA. I know you're not going to win that much back, but just do it because you're not going to lose your money. The most thing you can do is add some money. Hey, just add some money. Fuck it. That's the most you can do because USA is not losing to Serbia, Germany, or France. They're not losing to these teams. They have entirely too much talent. The only time that USA is boring and the games that get close is when they go up 15, 18, 22 points. And then they take the foot off the gas. And then the other team gets it within 9. And then USA turns it right back on, which is what happened today. Brazil got it within 9 points. And USA just said, all right, boom, cut it back on. And they took off. They went right back to being the most dominant team in this tournament. This is just a waste of time. I'm so glad that the best of the best did decide to go because I didn't want anything left to confusion. I didn't want anything left for people to guess and for people to say, oh, no, there is no maybe. This is the best team in the world, and USA will always be the best team in the world for at least another 25 to 30 years. At least. When you talk about guys that are the understudies, I'm talking about guys that are 18, 19, 20, 21 right now. They're coming up next. USA is a dominant team. That is what we do. I want to shout out Joel Embiid. He had his best game of the tournament. I don't even think he played the second half. He played 12 minutes, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, 7 rebounds. He was great. He was great today. This was his best game of the tournament. By far, this was his best game of the tournament. His shots were falling. He played within the game. He didn't look out of place. Defensively, he was getting in his stance. He was guarding the perimeter. He was moving his feet on guards. And for Brazil, I do want to say This is not the best team that Brazil has ever had. The teams that they had in 2008 and 2012 were definitely better than this team, this generation of Brazilians. This is not their best. I miss the days when they had Leandrino Barbosa and they had Nene and they had guys like that, guys that could actually play and at least not lose by almost 40 points and lose by like 20, 15, make it a little bit competitive. Like I said, I'm a basketball fan at heart. I like to see competitiveness. That's just me. I don't want to see a blowout. It wasn't fun watching USA up 30. It just fed my ego on what I already knew was going to happen. Brazil didn't belong on the court with USA. Not this iteration of Brazil. They didn't belong on the court with USA. They did. And that's neither here nor there, but it is what it is. Salute Team USA. We play Serbia on Thursday. I will try to tune in. I will try to post about that, but who knows? Y'all see the hat. Y'all already know what it is. I wanted to change the hat for the Rockets video. Y'all know that's a tradition for me. That's a tradition for y'all. That's what it is. NBC Sports Power Rankings for the NBA 24-25 season is disrespectful to the Houston Rockets. They have the Rockets number 20 in terms of East and Western teams. They have them ranked number 20th. In terms of just Western Conference teams, they have 11 Western Conference teams finishing higher than the Houston Rockets. A lot of this is just they didn't include a lot of context for a lot of different teams. You know, just for a lot of different teams, they didn't include a lot of context. But for the Houston Rockets, like, I don't think that people really understand the jump that this team made from the last year that they had Steven Silas to this year with Ime Udoka. It was a plus 19 win jump. But more than that, Tari Eason missed 60 games. Tari Eason is one of the Rockets' most impactful players. Instead of you having to play a player like Jayshawn Tate, no disrespect, Tari Eason was a first-round draft pick for a reason. People were saying that he should have went in the top 10 when the draft was going on. The fact that Houston got him at 16 or 18 or wherever they got him was a steal within itself. But I'm going to read this to you guys just so you can see the logic. Number 20, the Houston Rockets 41-41. This ranking could end up being too low if Houston can build off of what we saw after All-Star break last season. Alperen Sengun and Jalen Green are at the heart of that potential improvement, and both are in contract years. Houston wants to see if they can earn those big paydays. For Sengun, is he worth 5 years and $200 million? Add in Reed Shepherd, who was the standout star of Summer League, and this is an interesting young team with some veteran help from Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks. The postseason is a target for this team. Now, they have the Houston Rockets below the Los Angeles Clippers. They have them below the Los Angeles Lakers. They have them below the Sacramento Kings. They have them below the Golden State Warriors. They have them below the New Orleans Pelicans. And they have them below the Memphis Grizzlies. Last team, they have them above the Phoenix Suns. I only mentioned those teams and not the other teams that they have higher, like the Mavericks, like the Timberwolves, like Oklahoma City, because I think that those teams are the upper echelon of the Western Conference. But these other teams that they have them over, the Phoenix Suns, the Memphis Grizzlies, the New Orleans Pelicans, the Golden State Warriors, I just don't see it. I really don't see it. Golden State was better. Jordan Poole's last year, when Golden State was one of the worst teams in the league on the road, they were way better this year in terms of road record and just overall team record. And that was with Draymond, I believe, getting suspended twice. They still had a better record than they did that last year that they had Jordan Poole, and they still missed the playoffs in the play-in, got blew out. Now that team's a year older. They lost Chris Paul. They didn't really bring in anybody, and they lost Klay Thompson. I don't understand how that team is still projected to be higher than the Houston Rockets. And we saw what Steph Curry looked like in the 2020 and 2021 season when he was with Golden State, and they wanted him to carry, and they wanted him to have the higher usage. They went to the play-in. They got beat by Ja Morant in the play-in. I don't think that this team is that good. I really don't. In the other video that I made about the Sacramento Kings, I said DeMar DeRozan is a good pickup for the Kings, but that doesn't move me a lot. It really doesn't move me because it's DeMar DeRozan. You still have your core pieces, and DeMar DeRozan is a good player. He's a fine player that gives you another diverse go-to option in the crunch time or just in the half court in general. I just think that Houston takes a really big leap this year. Ime Udoka will be in year 2. We already know the pressure that's on Jalen Green, the pressure that's on Alperen Sengun to get those rookie max extensions when seemingly everybody that was drafted either by them or around them in their draft class has already gotten paid, has already gotten their money. So there's pressure on them to perform. I just don't see the Los Angeles Lakers, the Los Angeles Clippers. I don't see these guys finishing over the Houston Rockets. I just don't see it. I don't see a team going from 41-41 to 43, 44 wins, especially considering I don't think that Ahmed Thompson is going to miss 20 games. Like I said, I don't think that Tari Eason is going to miss 60 games. I don't think that Sengun is going to miss 15 or so games down the stretch. I don't think that. You talking about adding in a guy like Reed Shepherd, and I do like Aaron Holiday, and I love the fact that they brought him back. But you talk about adding in a guy like Reed Shepherd who could potentially make Aaron Holiday fall out of the rotation. He's a sniper from what we saw in the summer league, and you look at how that may translate when you put him around more NBA talent. I see this Houston team winning minimum 50 games next year. That's +9. I don't think that this team stays mediocre, and I don't see them regressing. So the only thing that I see them doing is getting better. Now, obviously, the more wins that you win, the less that plus number is going to go up in terms of overall wins and projection. But I just don't understand how this team could possibly not be better than the 20th ranked team in the NBA and the 12th best team in the Western Conference. I don't see it. I don't think it's feasible. Pretty much, this is saying that the Houston Rockets don't get better at all in comparison to the rest of the West. Never mind Denver already losing Bruce Brown, already losing Reggie Jackson. Obviously, they added Russell Westbrook, but who knows how that's going to work out. They lost KCP. Now they're going to depend on young guys to get them. This is not factoring in the Pelicans. They don't know what they're going to do with Brandon Ingram, and even when they have him and Zion Williamson take turns missing 10 games at a time. They take turns missing big-time chunks of the season. This doesn't take into the account that Golden State lost Klay Thompson. Like, I don't understand how this team could be 11th in the Western Conference. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, guys. I would just really appreciate it. And I love that you guys got me to 512 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. Y'all don't know how much that was a big goal for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. RedNationBlogga out.